My name is John Ferguson, and over the past 10 years, I have been at over 800 live shows. Some people don't even like music. None of them are my friends that I know of. Music festivals differ from just a single show that you might go to because typically it's a camping festival, so that you're actually living with for 3 or 4 days. A large number of people, like at Bonnaroo, maybe 90,000 people in a very small space, so to speak. You then, of necessity, get to know so many new people that share a common interest in music. There's the experience of, in some instances, meeting the musicians at the festivals and spending time with them. This is particularly true if you go to a festival like Jam Cruise, where all the musicians and all of the festival goers are on the ship together. Music for me is something that goes way back, probably when I was 7 years old or so. My mother bought a record player, and so I played those records over and over and over. So I tell my parents, I want to be in the band and I want to play the clarinet. So I played the clarinet beginning from the 3rd grade and played until I graduated from high school. But music was always there with me as something that I thoroughly enjoyed as a spectator. But it wasn't until the mid-60s that my interest in music was revived. I didn't go to many live shows until the 2000s when, after I retired, I had a lot more time to devote to that activity, and it has really intensified over the last 10 years. There was a festival in Las Vegas at Vegas. I went there from 2005, 6, and 7, and saw great performances by all the big names. But the last year, as it turns out, was probably the most memorable because the closer on Saturday night was Daft Punk. It was the first electronica act that I ever saw live, and of course they had the precursor for all of these incredible light shows that the electronica whizzes do these days. They had the Pyramid, and now everybody is trying to outdo the other guy, which is great for the fan because these light shows add so much to that genre. Now you can't imagine a singer-songwriter singing a little song with blasting lights, but with the kind of music that the DJ producers do, it's perfect. Every electronica act that I have seen before, when I see them the next time, they've got something brand spanking new. I went to Bonnaroo 3 times. My first Bonnaroo, I needed to go get ice. So I leave my truck and I head toward the ice semi. And here's this guy walking along, totally naked, not a stitch. And over his shoulder, he had slung a stalk of bananas. And he was just walking along, just as cool and calm and collected as be. Now, I don't know if he was selling bananas, if he was making, some sort of lewd, suggestive, because he was, like I say, threadbare. This past January was our 6th Jam Cruise. Jam Cruise is like the Cadillac or the BMW or the Mercedes or the Lamborghini of music festivals. Imagine a Bonnaroo, Coachella, one of the biggies, but put it on a beautiful cruise ship. But on the boat, you have multiple venues. Disco Biscuits is there, Pretty Lights is there, Big Gigantic is there. All the various ensembles that have survived the Grateful Dead. It's roughing it easy, on the high seas with all of these great bands. The facet of it that means a lot to, I think, everybody is that all the musicians are there on the ship with you. Manifestation Celebration is more than just a music concert. When I went last year, I had this sensation, a different sensation from just going to a music festival. It was like Manifestation brought all of these people out who maybe don't even go to electronica shows, but are into holistic medicine and New Age theologies and religion, and into Eastern thinking, into Buddhism, Hinduism, and so forth. And it was like the royalty almost. I mean, the way people were dressed, very different from the normal dress, certainly, that you'd see if you went to Walmart. People in fine duds, but still what back in the day we would have called countercultural. It was a great experience. This year it's going to be even better because, like I say, they've got a better place for the main music acts to perform. I went to the presentation that Allison and Alex did. That was very good. So it's multimedia. There's verbal presentations. There's film. There's music. There's lights. I mean, it's really a premier event. My life would be very much empty if I was not able to enjoy music and the whole experience.